Yeah, okay. So today we will discuss about another very important and of course one of the most important combinational circuits is multiplexer. Yeah, multiplexer or multiplexers. It's a very important combinational circuit. And I think already I told you what a multiplexer does here. What a multiplexer does. A multiplexer selects one of the many inputs, to an output. That's it. This is the purpose of a multiplexer. But this selection is based on control inputs or see control input or inputs, whatever I can take like this. Okay. Sometimes I would say select inputs, select input or inputs. So this is what a multiplexer does. A multiplexer selects one of the many inputs, it connects to an output, and this selection will be based on control input or select inputs, and that's the story. And nothing else we have, I mean more than that. Now, for example, I would say like this. Let me take C. For example, you have some data connected like this, and I have something else connected like this. Say this is D1, and this is my output line. Okay, this is my output line. Say now I say my output is Y. Okay, and these two are my input data. So this is like your input data. So input data D naught and input data say D1. Now you can have this is whatever control input. So you will have to move from like this. I can take this way. Yeah, so this is what your control input. See, based on the control input, you will select the, for example, if I say this control input as some S sub 0, if S sub 0 is equal to 0, then what happens here? If this is equal to 0, then what happens? This D naught will be selected to the output. So output is D naught. Now, if S naught is equal to say 1, then what happens? This D1 will be selected, okay, and this will be given to the output like this. Are you able to understand this? It's a very simple stuff. And put together what I'll do is the simple thing. So what I'll do is this. So simply, so this is like 2 by 1 mux. This is 2 by 1 mux. That means I have two inputs. So D sub 0, D sub 1 is my two inputs here. And now I must take one select control input or select input, I would say S sub 0. Okay. Now, this is what is going to happen. See, this is your output Y. Are you able to understand this? Are you able to understand this here? So I
Yes,
have,
sir.
yeah, and this is 2 by 1 mux. You can also write 2 by 1 mux as 2 to 1 mux. Okay, so you can call 2 by 1 mux or 2 to 1 mux, whatever you call, it's okay. That means for two inputs, select input must be 1. Now, anyways, I'll tell you this, but if you want to implement this in the form of expression, what I have to do is y is equal to s naught complement this d naught plus s naught d1. So this is how output is given. You know what is the meaning of that? The meaning is, I mean, straightforward. But let me use. I need to use my mouse. One minute. Use my mouse. Okay. Yes, I got my mouse and let me cut this portion. Okay, so you know what is the meaning of this? I have like that means if what I'm saying is this: if s sub 0, if s not equal to 0, what is y? Y is equal to what here? If I
D
if
zeros, D
yeah,
naughts.
d 0, so therefore what I will do here, I'll put if s not equal to 0, select to d naught. If s not equal to 1, we select to d1. So therefore I would say if y, I mean s not equal to 0, y is equal to d naught, or if s not equal to 1, y is equal to d1. Now, how do you come to know this? See, if you put s not equal to 0, then what happens? Then what is y in that?
D naught.
Yeah, so
D naughts.
you have 0 complement d naught plus 0 d1. So this is gone, and this is what 1. So this is 1 d naught. So therefore d naught. So if s not equal to 0, y must be d naught. If s not equal to 1, if you replace this stuff by 1, now what happens? So this component is removed because one complement is 0, and this is what 1 d1. So therefore y is equal to d1 for s not equal to 1. So based on this control input or select input, you have to find, I mean, the output. I mean, the corresponding input will be connected to the output based on this a beautiful control or select input. So this is a very simple funda one must have. Now, the multiplexer, whatever you're seeing here, this, sorry. So this multiplexer is also called as many to one circuit. You can call this as, what is the meaning of many to one? You have many inputs and you are
Single
connecting
outputs.
one of the inputs to the output. So that's the meaning of many to one circuit. Or sometimes you can call this one as data selector, because you are selecting one of the input data whatever. So data selector, or this is important, you would call this one as universal logic circuit. And you have most of the gate questions based on this topic. Okay, I mean, that is multiplexer, and then also you have demultiplexer, mux and demux. Okay, so many to one circuit or data selector or universal logic circuit. Now see, for example, you are saying here 2 by 1 mux. Similarly, what also we can say, you can say 4 by 1 mux, and then you are saying like 8 by 1 mux. By this time you could have captured the reality. See, you don't have something like 3 by 1 mux or 5 by 1 mux or 7 by 1 mux like that. So now what are we seeing here? So this is like 2 to the
2
power,
power 4.
and this is like 2 cube here you have, and this is like of course 2 power 2 by 1, and of course you have 2 power 1 by 1. Now what do you think is this exponent? The exponent you're seeing here are nothing but number of control inputs or number of select inputs. And this 2 power 4, 2 power 3, whatever you're seeing there, they are what? Number of inputs. Okay. For example, if I take this one, let me take the very first one, okay? I'll take this 2 power 1 by 1 case. Let me remove this. Oh, I'm unable to use this for eraser. This is paint up, right? So anyways, not a problem. So in general, let me write in general, I have inputs, so on. So how many inputs are there? For example, I have n select lines, or these are my n control or select inputs. Okay, and what about inputs here now? How many inputs we
Power
have?
and
Power and
shift.
shift.
Very good. You have 2 power n number of inputs, and how many outputs we are going to have? Single output.
One, sir.
Yeah, this is single output, and that's it. So when someone asks you number of data inputs is 2 power n, a number of select lines you can say, like for example, if m is equal to 2 to the power of n, okay, where m is what? Number of inputs. Now what must be select lines here? N is equal to log m base 2, right? So now this n indicates number of select lines, or number of select inputs, or control inputs. That's it, very simple. So once you have this ready, so this is what generally 2 power n by 1 mux. Can I go to other page, next page? Can I go to
Yes,
next
sir.
page? Yeah. So once you have that ready, now we will construct your original 2 by 1 mux, 4 by 1 mux, and also what we will do, uh, by knowing the higher order mux, we can, I mean, the higher order mux we can construct using lower order mux, and so on. We can do many things that we will see today. This class is, of course, a very important uh, class. Please stay focused. Okay, you can't miss this class because this demands attention. So sometimes I would take I naught, sometimes D naught, but that depends on anything. So I have two inputs, 2 power 2 by 1 marks. I have single, so let me take yes, and this is y. So what actually you do is you have select line 1 and you have output. Okay, now I have two possibilities for this select input. One is 0, other is 1. So when s equal to 0, so this guy will be connected to the output for s equal to 0. So output is d naught. When s equal to 1, now what happens? So this guy will be connected to the output. So for 1 you have d1, and therefore already you know this y is equal to, you have s complement d naught and yes d1. So this block, whatever block you have here, inside this block, what hardware you can realize or what hardware you can implement inside this. Okay, so I have to make it big now. Let me make it somewhat big. Okay, this is okay. Now let me take my, see, yes complement d naught, yes d1. So anyways I require one OR gate. I require two AND gates here. So first I'll take one AND gate, and then I'll take one more AND gate. I require one OR gate here. So let me take one OR gate. So anyways, output of these two AND gates, you must connect to OR gate. Now inputs, okay, S complement D naught. So one of the inputs, what I will do is this. So this is my, okay, from outside you are having here, okay, this D naught, and here you have D1. From outside you can show this, okay, this D1 like this. Now you have S complement uh, this D naught. So what I'll do, I'll take some other color. Let me put here a NOT gate. See, it's up to you. You can draw in your own style. Okay, this is a NOT gate. Okay, so and that's it. It's done, right? So now you see. Now this is your S. Your S is this. Now what do you have? If S equal to 0, then what happens here? See, what do you have here? You have S
Y.
complement here, right? This
Yes,
is
sir.
S complement, and here you have yes. That's it. So if s equal to 0, then this becomes 0. So this output is 0 here. And this becomes 1. So you have 1 D naught. So you will get D naught here. Now output is what? D naught or 0. So you have D0. Yes or not?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Second time you take s equal to 1. If s equal to 1, this becomes 0. So one of the inputs of AND gate is 0. So therefore output is 0. S is equal to 1. So you have D1. So for s equal to 1, you have 0 or D1. So this becomes what now? D1. So this is the hardware you have inside. Okay, like outside you're seeing like a black box like this. The inside hardware is this simple hardware 2 by 1 mux. Okay, so life is so far so good. There is no problem with, with the convention. But slowly we will try to move on to higher order mux. Okay, the higher order mux says like this. What is my higher order mux? You focus, correct? So this is very simple. There's no big deal in that. So let's try to realize 4 by 1 mux or 4 to 1 mux. Okay. So generally what I have here, let me take, this is my 4 by 1 mux. What happened? This is my 4 by 1 mux. So how many inputs I'm going to have now?
4, sir.
Very good. I have 4 inputs. So I need to reduce my volume to 69, 65 is best. Okay. So yeah, how many inputs I'm going to have?
4, sir.
2, sir.
So you have 2 select inputs. So I take like this, like S0, S1. Okay. And you have data inputs like D0, D1, D2, D3. See, when I say 4 by 1, how would I write this? I would write like 2 square power 1. So this indicates select inputs, and this 2 square indicates number of inputs. All right. And this guy indicates output. This 1 indicates output here. So I have straightforward 1 output. And that output I will take it as say Y. All right. So let me remove this fellow first. I remove this fellow. All right. Now you start action. What is Y here? What is Y? You just tell me one point. If I take S1 equal to 0, okay, let me put the truth table also. Let me put the truth table like this. Here I have S1, S0, output Y. See, in the truth table on the left hand side, don't take inputs. You take select inputs, S1, S0. Don't take D0, D1, all these things. See, select inputs and output. That forms the truth table, okay? So you have 2 select inputs. So how many combinations will be having here? 4?
4, sir.
Yes, sir. 4.
0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Now you tell me, if both select inputs are 0, which input is counted to output? If
D
both,
not, sir.
yes, if S1, S0 both are zeros, which input is given to output? Which among the inputs is given to
D
output?
not, sir.
Very good, D naught, that's it. So D naught will be given to this. If I go for 0, 1, D1 will be given to the output. If I go to 1, 0, D2 input will be connected to the output. If this is this, then you will get this way. Everyone understood, right? So
Yes, sir.
for 0, 0, this is given. 0, 1, you will get D1. For 1, 0, this fellow will go. If I give 1, 1, what happens? This fellow will be connected to the output like that. So it's very simple. There's no big deal in that. So therefore, Y is equal to what I can do? Write this. S1 complement S0 complement D naught, or S1 complement S0 D1. I'm just representing this, nothing else. You see? And now what I have, S1, I have S1. For S1, I must take complement here, okay? So S1, S0 complement D2, or under S1, S0, the last case is both are 1, so I don't take any complement here, S1, S0, D3. Everybody, did you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now you see. Now you can check now. If S1 equal to 0 and S0 equal to 0, then Y must be D naught. How did we say? Just put it here, okay? You put 0, 0 here. Now both are complemented. Y is equal to what now? D naught plus this becomes a 0, right?
0,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
0, 0, 0. So
0.
y is equal to d naught. That's it. Similarly, for example, take s naught equal s1 equal to 0 and s naught equal to 1. Now this becomes 0. Now see, s1 equal to 0 means this becomes 1 and s naught equal to 1. So remaining all zeros. That means you must get here d1. This is 0 and 0, 0. You must get d1. So I hope we are clear thus far. How did we get everything? Okay. I hope I'm clear so far.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. That's it. It's very simple. There's no big deal. Good, very good. Now, can I realize? See, like this also, I can do 8 by 1 marks, 16 by 1 marks. I can do 32 by 1 marks. I can do 64. I can do many marks like this. Okay. There's no big deal in that. But now, if I ask you like this, can you realize 4 by 1 marks using 2 by 1 marks? The question is this. So now you have realized everything, okay? Now if I ask you, can you realize 4 by 1 marks using 2 by 1 marks? And what is the answer? Can you do that? Anyone? Oh my God, this card is also dull. Okay, let's use sometimes dull colors. Okay, so you see, I would say like this, 4 by 1 marks. This color is not good. From 2 by 1 marks. Can you do this? Can you try? Can you give it a try? 4 by 1 marks uh, from 2 by 1 marks. See, I will do like this here. See, that means I can take 1 2 by 1 marks here, and I will take 1 2 by 1 marks here. Okay, and I'll take one more 2 by 1 marks here. Now what I'll do, simply I'll connect like this: D naught and D1, D2, D3, and I'll give here S naught, and I give here again S naught, and this must be S1, and the output of this I must connect here, output of this I must connect here, and Y equal to this. This is what you're constructing 4 by 1 marks from 2 by 1 marks. So to construct a 4 by 1 marks, we require 3 2 by 1 marks. Are you able to understand this, how I have done this? For example, you see you have 4 by 1 marks here, right? For 4 by 1 marks, you have two select inputs, S1, S0, and you have 4 inputs, okay? You have 4 inputs, D0, D1, D2, D3. This is your 4 by 1 marks. You have one output, Y. Now this 4 by 1 marks, see how you are doing, I have 4 by 1 marks, I will divide by 2. So what I will get now? I'll get again 2, right? So just add it. So now this 2, whatever you have, again you divide by 2. So now what is the total answer here? 2 plus 1, 3. Are you able to understand this? First to take 4. You divide by 2 because he is asking, you realize 4 by 1 marks from 2 by 1 marks. So take this 2. You divide, divisor must be the 2 now. Okay, dividend is 4, divisor is 2. So 4 by 2 you do. You will get 2, again divide by 2. So now 4 by 2 plus 2 by 2 is 2 plus 1, 3. So you require 3 2 by 1 marks to construct a 4 by 1 marks. But how did we do that? Now you have also truth table, right? What truth table you have? Just once you go through the truth table and just tell me what do you have? S1, S not, Y. Yes, what truth table you have? Once.
0 D naught, sir.
Yes, what? No, I'm asking the truth table. What I'm
Yes,
asking?
sir. S1, S naught.
Yes, S1, S not, Y, right?
Yes, sir.
Asking this, you have
0 D naught, sir.
0, 1. See, everyone try to understand this. This is very simple. Please, there is no deal in this. It is very simple and very, very important also. Yes, so let me shift this here. I'll put it here, okay. I'll make it black. All right. Now I know this will work for this. Will this also work for this 4 by 1 marks using 2 by 1 marks? Now you see, if S1 and S0 equal to both zeros. So now what I will do, I will take S1 equal to 0. Okay, and say what I will say here, let the output of first 2 by 1 marks is F0, second output is F1, and the last one is Y. Now tell me, if S1 equal to 0, what is Y?
F not, sir.
F0. Now if S0 is also equal to 0, then what is F0 here?
D not.
D naught,
Now what is Y is equal to?
D not.
D naught.
D naught, that's it. See, if S1 equal to 0, S not equal to 0, Y is equal to D naught. Finished, right? Now what I'll do here, I'll go for, okay, second one. If S1 equal to 0 and S not equal to 1, now I will take S naught as 1. If I take S naught as 1, what I get here now?
D1, sir.
Yeah, because S not equal to 1, this input is given to the output. So therefore, this is D1. So this is 1. So what is F1 here? D3. But what is S1 here? 0. If S1 equal to 0, what is Y?
D1.
D1.
D1. That's it. So you have D1. Like that remaining things. You take S0 equal to, S1 equal to 1, S0 equal to 0. Get the things, you will get the answer. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, how can we realize this? See, first of all, how do you come to know that here you must take S0, here you must take S1 like that? See, if this is S0, this must be also S0. You can't take this one as S1, you can't take this one as S1, okay? See, for example, what I'm saying is that, for example, if we have S0 here, you must also take S0 here. If this is S1, this must be also S1. Are you able to understand this? See, just don't confuse here, okay? But how do you come to know whether I must take S0, S1? How do I come to know first which one I must take? How do I know all those things? Now, there is one simple understanding, behind that. Let me save this. First of all, I want to save this. Let me give some number. Which number I'll give? Let me give 3. Like electromagnetic theory, like whatever marks you got in electromagnetic theory, I want to give even more marks in DLD. Okay, uh, and I want to prepare a very good paper for end semester also. So, so anyways, how do I get this way? I have a block here, one more 2 by 1, one more 2 by 1. So how do I came to know these things? And I took here what S1, S1. S0 here. How do I know this? Now this we will do. You just tell me for 4 by 1 mux what output expression you have. You have y is equal to S1 complement S0 complement D0. Then what do you have? 0 1. 0 1 means D1. Then 1 0. 1 0
S1 S not
S0 complement D2. Then 1 1. S1 S0 D3. Okay, now see, textbooks will not give this directly, they will do, but I'll just show it for you how this is possible to do. Okay, and many have the doubt why you're taking. Okay, I took S0 here, right? I took S0 here, I took S1 here. Why I took S0 here and then S1 here, and what is this mechanism? If you want to know, just see this. Now, can I take S1 complement as common from this? I can take S1
Yes, sir.
complement is common. Then what do you have? S0 complement to D0 plus S0 D1. Okay. And I will take S1 common from this. Then what do you have? S0 complement to D2 plus S0 D3. Now what do you think? What do you think of this? And you said output of first mux is F0, output of second mux is F2, output of third mux is what? Some Y. Okay. Now can I say this is nothing but S1 complement
F not sure.
F0? Yes. Because you can realize this. You can realize this using 2 by 1 mux. Agree?
Yes, sir.
This you can realize that using 2 by 1 mux. You have D0 D1 and select input as S0. Output is what now? F0. Is there 2 by 1 mux here?
Yes, sir.
And that's what you have here. Similarly, also I have S1 F1. Okay. Now this is what, of course, my Y. You see, and that's the beauty. So now you see, I mean, this part you please observe here. This part you observe. Now, if I take this path, what input I have there? What inputs I have?
F0 and F1.
Okay, F0. Okay, this is F1, right? This is F1 I took here. So this is F1 and output is Y. Select input is what here now? I have S1. So this is my S1. Okay? Are you able to understand this? That means first we realized these two. So agree, this is 2 by 1 mux and this is also 2 by 1 mux. So in the very first level, in the first line, we realized these 2 by 1 muxes. Then we realized this one, the complete, I mean the old stuff. Are you able to understand now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that is what you have done. Nothing more you have done. Now, if I ask you, can you realize 8 by 1 mux? Okay. So there are many ways we can do, but if you're able to understand these things, that's fine. Because many understand this, but at the time of solving problems, many struggle. Okay. So what I want, if I ask you like this, realizing, okay, before I realize anything, let me go very straight, okay? So for example, I would say like this here, implementation. Okay, realization also I can say, implementation of higher order multiplexers using lower order multiplexers. So implementation of higher order multiplexers using lower order muxes. Okay. So for example, what I want to ask you is, now let me start from here. First one. So I have 4 by 1 mux. So how many I require? How many 2 by 1 muxes required now?
3, sir.
3. Okay. So this must be 3 in number. Now I have one 8 by 1 mux. Now, I must,
7, sir.
yes,
7 2 by 1 mark.
very good. So how many 2 by 1 is 7? How? So I take 8, okay? Realize 8 by 1 mux using 2 by 1 muxes. So you choose this 2. So you take divisor as 2. So what do I get? I get 4, okay? So I get 4. So again, you divide 4 by 2. What do I get? I get 2. Again, divide 2 by 2. I get 1. You don't divide again 1 by 2. Okay? I require some integers, not these decimals. Okay? So just add all these things. So what you get now? 4 plus 2 plus 1 equal to 7, 2 by 1 muxes. Okay? Similarly, if I ask you 16 by 1 using 2 by 1, how many?
15, sir.
15, right? I require 15 to be on
Yes, sir.
means
15.
I take 16. So using 2 by 1, so I take divisor as 2. So 16 by 2 is equal to what? 8. Again by 2. What is 8 by 2? 4. Again by 2. What is 4 by 2? 2. Again by 2. What is 1 by 2? Don't do it. Okay, just leave it. So now you must get 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So total you have 15, 2 by 1 muxes. Similarly, on similar lines, if I take like this,
Sir, can we say n minus 1?
yes,
2 power n minus
2 by
Obvious-
n minus 1.
that's what I'm writing now. In general, if I have, for example, I have 2 power n by 1 mux. Now, if I ask you how many 2 by 1 muxes require, then what is the answer?
2 power n minus 1.
2 power n
Very
minus.
good. I require 2 power n minus 1, 2 by 1 muxes. Okay, that's it. So this is what generalization. Similarly, I may ask you like this. Can you realize 16 by 1 muxes, 16 by 1 mux using 4 by 1 muxes? Or how many 4 by 1 muxes we require to implement a 16 by 1 mux? What is the answer?
5, sir. 5 4 by 1 mark.
Very good. The correct answer is 5. So that's it here. This is no big deal. You can do this. Okay, save. And what I want to say, okay, let me take black. I'll use black now. So I have a 16 by 1 mux. I want to realize using how many 2 by 1 muxes. Sorry, 4 by 1. I want to realize using 4 by 1 muxes. The answer is what? So you take 16 divided by 4 because he's asking how many 4 by 1 muxes. What is the answer you have? 4. Again divide by 4. Do you want to divide again?
No, sir.
No, don't divide again, please. So 16 by 4 plus 4 by 4. 4 plus 1 equal to 5. So 5, I will write like this. 5, 4 by 1 muxes are required to implement single 16 by 1 mux. So understand like this. We require 5 4 by 1 muxes to implement single 16 by 1 mux, and that's it. Very simple. So like this you can do. For example, if I ask you how many I want to realize 64 by 1 mux, or I want to implement 64 by 1 mux using how many 8 by 1 muxes? Simple. What do I do now?
9.
Okay, good. So 64 by 8 I will do. So 64 by 8 equal to 8. Again divide by 8. Further down divide. I want only integers. So 64 by 8 is 8 plus 1 equal to 9. So I require 9 8 by 1 muxes. So like that you can do anything here, okay? See, this is one of the important gate questions. Once you have a very simple gate question, sometimes the luck may favor like this. You know, what is that gate question? I will take this color. Okay. He asked that time, you have 256 by 1 mux. You have to implement this mux using 16 by 1 muxes. So how many you get? See, very simple.
17.
Sometimes luck favors like this here. So 16. So what you get?
16.
16 we get, right? By again 16.
17.
So answer is 17. So I require 17 2 by 1 muxes, sorry, 16 by 1 muxes to implement a single 256 by 1 mux.